Hey, how you doing, Facebook family, friends, and loved ones? Look, I had to jump on this live stream because I just got off another live stream with a business partner and a mentor of mine, Mr. Mike Delco. And I mean, great minds truly think alike. And he was talking about some things that gave me pause to where I had to come and jump on a live stream just to touch my people and reach my people, and we were just talking about just business, right? And just getting out here and just working nonstop. I mean, I had to go throw on a shirt. I didn't even comb my hair. I mean, I'm up literally early in the morning jumping on this stream. So what I wanted to talk about was it was pressed upon my mind to bring an analogy to the table. And in business, our main objective or our main goal is to become financially secure, financially independent, released from a job, releasing from a 9 to 5, where we can have money working for us and not us always working for money, right? And in order to make that happen, we have to start thinking of working the same way that we think about when we have what we call mutual funds or stocks and things of that nature. And I'll explain. When you have a mutual fund, the purpose of a mutual fund is to spread the risk, right? A mutual fund is basically um, a mutual fund is basically multiple stocks all bundled into one, so that when you invest in a mutual fund, you are spreading your assets over multiple stocks and not just one. And the idea is, if one is low, several or more will be high, so you kind of mitigate the loss or mitigate the pain when that one stock is down. So that's called spreading the risk. It's the same with stocks. You never buy one stock, right? Because you buy one stock and you put all your eggs in one basket. To use an analogy, you put all your eggs in one basket, and that stock fall, you fall. So when you do stocks or mutual funds, you're putting your assets in more than one, more than two. You're spreading the risk over multiple mediums, so that you in the idea is to again mitigate the risk, right? So that is the same idea that we should be taking when we're working a business, right? We should spread the risk. We shouldn't put all of our eggs in one employer's basket. We should have be of the mindset to say, okay, I have a job, but will that one job take me to the finish line? No. Let me spread the risk so that when I get to that finish line, I will be secure. So, in spreading the risk, we should have the idea of having a business. If you're going to be employed, have a business, have a networking business, because what does this do? It spread the risk. We're not putting all of our eggs in one basket. And by doing that, I'm saying this, and look at my, hope you can see my diagram. You have you, right? So that's you. But by spreading the risk, we're saying, okay, I have a job, so I have my job. But in spreading the risk, what else do I need to do? I need to spread my risk over into a networking business, right? Because a networking business gives you the maximum opportunity to maximize income. And what I like about a networking business is that there's a direct correlation between maximum effort and maximum compensation. That's why I have always loved the idea and the philosophy of network marketing, right? So here you go. You have your job, and you have a networking business. So you have your networking business. What? How else can you spread the risk? Okay, you have that. You may have a second business that you love. You may have a business that you always wanted to get into. It could be e-commerce, which is basically online business, which is that's the wave of the future. Everyone is going e-commerce. I had a physical clothing store that I got out of the brick and mortar and moved it online. Why? Because I saved a lot of overhead that way. Now, there's nothing wrong with a brick and mortar. Some businesses require a brick and mortar because it helps business. Clothing store, I like a brick and mortar myself because of the way I interacted within my business, my store. But the best way to go is e-commerce online. That's where a lot of people are going now. So having said that, your main objective is to spread the risk, kind of like mutual funds. Think of it in that mindset. You are spreading the risk. So when you get toward that retirement age, that 65 age, you have multiple mediums in which it will allow you to become independent or business minded or financially independent and having to depend on just one job. So I have to tell you, you don't have to do, and I say this all the time, you do not have to do what it is that I do, but you have to do what I do. And what I do is every day I get up, I thank God for living, for breathing, and I think of how many ways can I make multiple income streams. I had to talk to you today. There'll be more on this philosophy when I bring out my business model called the Tri-Buy Unicycle model, business model. I'm going to be dropping that a little later, but I had to get this out. It's been on my heart. I wanted to share it. If you're on this stream, share it with as many people as you can. Let's start waking people up, get them off this 9 to 5 mentality, and let's get them thinking business minded. I love you. Peace. And I'm out, people.